cook, so we're not so used to handling it.
Yeah.
But, this turkey can get done in about an hour and a half, and I have one that's been cooking in the morning. And
how many pounds
I'll show you. This is 15 pounds.
15 pounds in an hour and a half.
So that's enough for about 11 people.
What temperature do you cook it at?
Now 500 degrees 500. Or 550 if your oven will do that. You'll get a little smoke in the kitchen.
All right.
It's just amazing. So let me just show you. Now here's the turkey, and it's been washed, and the gizzards have been taken out, and salted well on the outside and the inside. Now just remember that only about 8% of the population reacts badly to salt. So all the warnings you hear are really only for them, not for you.
Oh.
And so if you don't have high blood pressure, don't worry about salt. Okay, now also do it on the inside as well.
That I don't know if I could do.
So we've used about a tablespoon, I'd say, and now about a half a teaspoon of pepper. This is a good pepper grinder because you can see how much you've ground.
Yeah, good.
And you can buy that in any store and just kind of rub it inside. Now the rest of it is up to you, just for flavor. So, for example, we will put in some onions.
Going to stick them right in again?
Oh, would you like to?
No. No, that's all yours.
So
you
because
can hide a lot of stuff in there, huh?
You're afraid of touching turkey, is that right?
No, I just don't want to go inside the thing.
Okay, and then, okay, and then you can put some herbs. Okay, now this turkey, because it's going to be done real fast, and because we want the air to circulate around it, we're not going to tie it up. We're not going to truss it, and we're not going to stuff it.
So this is all you're going to do to it? Salt
this is all, yes. And
some
also,
onions and some...
you could put, if you wanted to, you could put some celery or some shallots.
All right.
Here. So now, okay, now here's a rack.
Yeah.
Okay, rack's a useful thing, except that you should always coat it with aluminum foil and oil it, because otherwise it will tear the skin of the turkey. Now, I think the skin is the most important part.
Absolutely.
I do too. Now, I've calculated this turkey has around 7 square feet of skin.
7 square feet
of skin, so we have to be very careful to preserve the skin.
All right, now do we put that in the oven?
Well, we're not going to do it. I actually have one over there, so I'm just going to move this to the side or whatever.
This is what you do before you put it in the oven, then you cook it for an hour and a half, right, at 500?
That's right. Now, remember to preheat the oven, because otherwise, a lot of ovens take a long time to get to that temperature.
This is a beautiful-looking bird, my gosh. And this is just in an hour and a half at that high temperature.
This was an hour and a half.
Now, the outside looks great, Jeffrey, but what about the inside? Is it nice, moist, cooked?
Maybe you can have a taste.
Oh, great, yeah. That looks good?
Okay, now I asked everyone beforehand whether you prefer light meat or dark meat.
Well, I like white meat, yeah.
Okay. So, why don't we just give you a taste?
Did you like the Nasty Boys?
Oh, I love the Nasty Boys.
They were kind of looking at you a little bit.
Do you know whether they like...
They need a new manager, you know.
Oh, well, maybe after this job. But do you know whether they...
that looks great. That's what I want.
They prefer light meat or dark meat?
Who, the Nasty Boys?
Yes,
they don't care anymore. As long as it's meat. You see, I love that skin when it looks like that.
Yes, I know. Well, the skin is obviously the most important part here. Oh, why don't you use your hand?
Yeah. And it's very important that that is not...
Very good. Oh, very good, isn't it? I mean, now I'd like to
now what's the
show
other
you
one we're
the
doing?
slowest turkey known to man. It's called Thompson's turkey. It was invented by a newspaper man in 1936, and the recipe gets published every 10 or 15 years. I've just published it in Vogue. Now, this is very time-consuming. There are 39 ingredients in it.
We have a minute left.
Then maybe I'll only tell you about one of the ingredients, and that's the turkey. Now, when you buy turkey, I'll always get an unfrozen turkey that's never been frozen, if you can find one. Now, the whole idea of this is that you brush it. Now, after you brown it briefly, you brush it with this paste of mustard, egg yolks, and flour, and it seals in all the goodness, and then you cook it very slowly. Okay, and it ends up with this bizarre-looking crust, which you can easily peel off. This is a kind of professional tweezer. Yes, but it doesn't taste that good.
Okay, just looks good.
Okay, and you can basically peel it off, and maybe with the help of a knife sometimes, and then I will have a taste of this, and you'll see whether you enjoy it.
So the outer skin is really seared.
That's right. The outer skin is seared, and then you keep on putting on the paste and then taking it out of the oven. Now, you know, the Pilgrims probably didn't eat turkey on Thanksgiving, and didn't even know Thanksgiving. They thought it was a big 3-day party.
Let's just see what that looks like inside. Go ahead. Cut it.
Yeah,
cut it.
Okay.
Yeah. Incidentally, this recipe is in the November issue of Vogue magazine or in our newsletter.
Here's Kathy Lee, who was also...
Absolutely fabulous.
Ooh, look at
Now,
that.
the only problem is that
For more information about these turkeys you've just seen, why not send for a copy of our newsletter? Send $1, a business-sized stamped self-addressed envelope to Live Newsletter, issue number 128, Post Office Box 2010, Floral Park, New York 11002.